Theme song.
It's now International Raccoon Day, so have you told your raccoon how pretty it is lately? If not, you're a bad person.
It's now International Back to Hitting You Day. Duck! One day, yeah, we
Apparently,
pretend to give a
Kramer
shit.
can't revive Elaine. It just doesn't work.
Does he not have the fucking revive that's necessary for it?
He's got it.
You sure?
Yeah. Life up.
It's healing.
Is it?
Yes, you fucking dingo. And he doesn't have the fucking pee-pee.
So I wasted all on healing.
Oh.
It's alright, I'll have some water.
So, 2 days ago, I went to the chemist. Chemist was having... Well, actually, I'll go back a little further. I hate parts of myself. And I don't mean that like, oh, my toe's a bit of a cunt. I just mean like, you know, my self-image and shit was very different compared to what I look like today, and that change occurred once I was already an adult.
Yeah.
You know, so like, it's weird for me now to be a goon when, you know, much of my youth was being picked on, harassed, and beaten up by goons. And you know, you just develop a pathological fucking hatred of goons, because they're fucking goons.
Yeah.
And so, you know, like by about 2021, and again, that's an adult, like you can put a gun in their hand and send them to war, or a sex war, or a vote war, or whatever the fuck. They can do shit, you know. You actually have to treat them like adults, even though I refuse to until you're 25. So, you know, like, you know, I just figured by that stage, you know, I was still like fucking small and slight. I just figured, you know, fighting is never gonna be my thing, so I'm just gonna be like one of those effete intellectuals. That's just that's my future. And I sort of made my peace with that, and then like, you know, shit got changed on me somehow. And now I'm a fucking, you know, thug-looking, you know, meat beast. And so there's bits of me that I'm just, you know, part of me hates looking like that guy. You know, like the neck mutant that like just wants to fucking, you know, lift cows and shit.
Gains.
Yeah, it's why, like, I don't talk about how I really enjoy, like, fucking Henry Rollins. Because I look like a necklace Henry Rollins fan. Yeah, I look exactly like one.
If
I'm
we
just
put
like,
you in denim, it would just be
yeah,
perfect.
well, I look exactly like a guy who got buff because he likes Henry Rollins. And that's, again, these are just, to the fucking slight, like, fucking, you know, person I was before this, that's an unacceptable corruption of my self-image. Like, I can't have that. So, oh yeah, disco rocks.
Yeah.
So there's this little part of me that's ashamed and hates the other big meaty part of me, even though, like, really, like, I call the big meaty part of me enjoys being big and meaty, because, you know, people leave me alone and don't bother me. But so there's this.
All right, Jerry, fuck off, Rock.
There's a tear. So I go into the fucking chemist because I'm out of protein powder.
Oh.
The chemist is having a sale, and the normally $55 a tub in the big tubs of protein powder are $22 fucking dollars.
Ooh, that's
which means, yeah, I can get 3 for a little more than what I'd normally get 1.
Yeah, that's a good price.
So I'm a big meaty neck mutant reaching in, like, arms in to the fucking protein powder. Yeah, like dragging 3 of these big ass protein powder tubs out, like balancing them, they're pressing against my chin, and I'm just like, and like waddling around to the fucking, you know, thing to buy them, and just people are looking at me, and I can hear their thoughts. I know what they're thinking. Like, look at that! Look at that big illiterate fuck monster. Oh, he's got his protein. He's gonna go home to his fucking empty house and waits. Probably try to make love to his ute. And it's like, you don't know me. You don't know my life. Fuck you. And so I'm getting irrationally paranoid about the fact that I'm just clustered with fucking protein powder and trying to, like, just live my life and, you know, be my best me. And I get to the fucking, you know, you're in Jurassic Park, my mama.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, careful. Things in here are big. So I get to the fucking checkout, just plonk it down, and the girl conspicuously says nothing. And I realize now that, like, now that I say that out loud, that sounds dementedly paranoid. But normally they try to make like small talk. They're like, oh, hey, how's your day? But instead there's no small talk because I'm a neck monster here to buy, fucking more muscle goo so we can scream at iron and, never be fulfilled. And, I know that. I know what they're thinking, Aaron. The protein powder makes me telepathic. And so I just try to diffuse this completely imaginary tension and create what I can only describe as a horribly awkward situation.
Excellent.
Because I forget, again, like inside, like I'm just this fucking very slight nerd. And I forget that that's not what I look like. And so when you kind of like cross these wires a little bit, you wind up with sort of odd things.
Yeah.
And so I plonk them down and there's just this long, painful silence of her trying to scan one because it won't scan. And so I sort of say, yeah, look, there's me buying protein powder. And then I kind of put on like the voice of Ludo from fucking Labyrinth. He goes, Ludo, friend. And just go, protein. And there's...
Look, it's Kurt Russell.
There's an even more deafening silence, which I'm personally gonna lie to myself and assume that she didn't hear me. Like, that's the amazing defense.
Oh, she heard you.
Yeah, that is it. Shut up. No. Because I didn't say it very loudly, you see, Aaron. You see, it was very quiet. It was kind of under my breath. She probably thought I was belching just more protein. You certainly didn't hear me say protein in a monster voice at the fucking chemist checkout while I was buying protein, while I was buying 3 fucking big tubs of protein powder. And I just wanna be fit, god damn it. I don't need to deal with this kind of prejudice in this world.
I don't need her judging you.
Yeah, I don't, and like the fact that it's clearly me engaged in a deranged, paranoid fucking fantasy built of my own personal problems that everyone else is fucking ignorant of and doesn't give a shit about is fucking irrelevant. They made me feel like a lumbering neck monster and then I, feel that's not fair.
No.
So.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no one's allowed to look at me while I buy protein powder anymore. That's...
this is complete fucking karma for like every single person with peg hold and like, talk behind their back about what a stereotype they are.
I'm not a stereotype. I am a beautiful hybrid. I am a wondrous. I'm like transgender, but like better. Because, I was born...
Gender.
Yeah, I was born with all my bits where they were. Like, and that's not a slight against transgenders, it's just like, there is something wrong with you, though. Like, if I looked down and there was a penis on me somewhere where I figured there shouldn't be, I'd go to the doctor about that. Like, I'd consider that an issue that needs resolving.
I wish I had a flight stick instead of a penis. I sort of got, like...
A force feedback penis would be
Oh, that'd be so cool. Dude, like... So...
Like, what about more dicks? Is there a solution for that? Like, can I get more dicks?
I assume you could if you wanted to. They wouldn't be very functional.
I don't want them... I don't want them to branch off the main penis, is the thing. Like, I don't want more dicks as in a dick tree.
But what if, like... What if it's like a hydra, you accidentally cut it off and it grew another one?
Well, yeah. No, that's more what I'm talking about. Like, a base from which a variety of peni grow.
Yeah. So I got like... So I've been playing VR, and I have Rock Band in VR, and it has the connector you connect to the back of the guitar to stick the controller into map the thing. Yeah. And I'm like, if I put that on my penis...
It has to. That's the rules.
Because it will map it in the game, but it'll be a guitar. But it will be a penis.
Oh, dude, yeah. You've just created the reality every guitar player dreams of.
It's playing the penis.
Yeah! Like, you just get to fucking... Honestly, like, with... the right kind of AR equipment or like the right gloves, you could project like a guitar onto your dick and it would be able to pick up where you touch based on the fucking movements. Like I have a basic motion sensor there, This is like, I've got an adult fucking Nintendo cardboard idea.
Yep.
That's absolutely what that is. Yeah, we'll call it Nintendo Tardboard.
So I went through like the list of like where we get our CD keys for a lot of playthroughs and stuff, and like I can request them. I went through all the VR ones. I went through 80 pages of VR games, just like going through.
I bet there's a lot of crap.
There's so much is. A lot of them actually try to be a lot of games. Then you find the adult games that, sure, just don't lie in your description. I'm sorry, but if your description is, do you love beautiful women and want to just, look at them lovingly and all this shit? No, fuck off. You're masturbating like crazy. Come on. You're not respecting the beauty of women like you put in your post. It's a masturbating fucking simulator.
Yeah. Like, if I wanted to respect female beauty, I could go to the mall.
Yeah, let's not mince words here. We all know we're here for fapping.
Yeah, because, like, I can't jack off at the mall.
Well, you can.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking conditional on my release.
$400? Yeah, I've got enough money.
You're gonna stay, aren't you?
I mean, what else are you gonna do? In the middle of the
Alright, I think
jungle?
that rock face is the one you talk to.
Yeah, it says something about, oh, you've got to talk to this rock. It will know shit, but I don't know what it's talking about.
I mean, you know, that was an unbelievable quantity of psychological suffering, and I think I now have PTSD, but I also have 3 giant tubs of protein, which will last me for a while. 3 scoops. 3 scoops, and then I do chest day. And then I scream. The trick to getting, like, really buff is on your last fucking rep, do 1 extra. And while you're doing that 1 extra, when it really hurts, scream, "I'm Mummy's big boy!" And, you know, you'll feel stupid, but it helps.
Personally, I
it
take
helps
a
summon
leaf
your
out of female
testosterone.
tennis players' book, and I just grunt like a beast every time I do anything. Like,
Fucking-
if I'm buttering my toast, just like, ugh!
That slightly turns me on.
It's very primal.
It really, yeah, like there's like I...
Fucking,
It's
did you
just a
see
very-
did you see the new, Mario tennis game?
Just peach grunt.
Dude, they have specials and guard breaks in it.
Huh.
It's like a fighting game. It's nuts.
Throw in some parries.
Southwest of here. Alright, fine.
You got yourself a
Southwest
deal.
of here.
It is down left in video games.
For all you uneducated plebs at home.
Yeah.
Look at a compass, you slob.
You piece of... Go outside and summon your compass man. If you don't have one, then you are of the lower classes and should not be listening to this internet broadcast.
My compass fillets me while I take a shit. It's a good compass. It's a Garmin.
Personally insulted with how much the giant moon face looks like me. Fucking... I know when I'm being made fun of. I'm gonna sue you, EarthBound.
Oh, just like fucking Billy Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm gonna sue
I
Awada.
can't believe that. Like, Gabe told me this earlier that Billy Mitchell sued Regular Show for it. Because there's an
For
episode
making
where
fun of the
this
fuck
giant
nut.
fucking face comes down from the heavens to play arcade games, and he's a complete fraud. And it's a slight jab at, like, Billy Mitchell because he's a complete tool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he sued them over it, and the judge basically laughed him out of court, which is what, of course, is going to happen.
This is like, what's that dude's world? You know?
It's Billy Mitchell. That's his
I know,
world.
but like, it's just... Because I'm... Like, how the psychological energy that it must take to maintain the fucking reality bubble that he lives in is astonishing. Like, if I was some kind of alien trying to set up some kind of monster neural network, I'd make Billy Mitchell the heart of it. Like, he'd be the core
Yeah.
in my evil within STEM thing.
Yeah, dude. Every
Yeah.
morning he wakes up, he looks in the mirror, and he just says, "I'm Billy Mitchell" for an hour
Yeah,
straight.
that would actually not surprise me in the slightest. I would 100% believe that.
I'm Billy Mitchell. I'm
He's gonna say he's Billy Mantra.
Mitchell.
Just, yeah, pronouncing it
Yeah, he
differently
just
each
yeah.
time.
And
I'm
so-
by Lee Morchwill.
So by the end of the day, you know, he's just, if someone says his name, he's no, it's pronounced Mitchell. One of those cunts. I can't stand those people. Like, honestly, if your name's Cockburn and you say it's Coburn, I pull out a pronunciation dictionary and say, how do you... The C and K aren't silent here, buddy. You've been living a lie.
It's not Cockburn. It's not Co-Flame.
Like, I'd be happy if my name was Cockburn, because that's funny.
Uh.
Hello, my name is Cockburn.
Womp.
These dinosaurs look so goofy.
I think this is like Barney's parent species.
Ah,
Hello.
the Chomposaur. That's something I'd call it.
He looks weirdly friendly.
I'm gonna sue them.
Sue them!
Sue EarthBound.
Making fun of me and my giant fucking head.
For a game that came out when I was probably like 3. Nah, well, later than that, but still. Still pretty early. Oh, shit. Not gonna be
The
good.
Billy Mitchell core in my Evil Within game. I finished Evil Within 2 yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know you were playing that.
Yeah.
How was it?
I mean,
What sort of game is it? It's like a...
kind of like Resident Evil 4-ish,
Oh, okay.
but with like some faint, like survivally crafty stuff.
Is it a bit more puzzly?
More survivally.
Okay.
There's very little in the way of a puzzle. You just kill things and try to
yeah.
get by.
Alright.
You just kill things and try to get by. You know, it's a lot like living in Australia. But like, it's just, it's incoherent. And not in a good way that, like, syncs up with its sort of idea. Because essentially this fucking sinister society, Mobius, has made, like, this brain internet we can all use called STEM. And they need, like, they need either, and I actually like this point, they need a core. So there needs to be, like, a core psychological bubble, a core mind that, you know, sort of is the OS for this world. Because they create, like, a Matrix-like fake reality. That
Right.
And the only two things that you can use for this are a true psychopath or a child. Because only they have the fucking insanely selfish egos required that to not get, like, corrupted and just become, you know, another part of the fucking machine. And so they steal this dude's kid because she's like, oh yeah, that you can put on fucking Kramer.
Oh, sweet.
You know, because she's, like, really empathetic and shit like that. And it's like, oh, there you go. So you go in there and there's, like, this suburb that's, like, sort of come apart, and there's, like, non-Euclidean shit and stuff like that. And it's, you know, I mean, I don't know what the opposite of optimized is, but it's that.
Oh.
Yeah, like, at first I was a bit annoyed and I was tweaking and fiddling with it, and then I looked up the fucking Digital Foundry video on it, and I think if you stand on those bum holes when the water comes out, it, like, gives you something.
Yeah, it healed the water, the blue ones heal you. The red ones take away poison and something else.
Huh.
I don't know how to make it trigger. Maybe it's the weight.
It's time.
So it runs like complete shit, and Digital Foundry basically confirmed that.
Oh yeah, okay, so Digital Foundry struggled to get 60 FPS with their fucking Titan, you know, their fucking 1080 fucking monster, and that was about when I gave up and just, because I was, like, turning the fucking, you know, visuals down to, like, medium. I'm like, maybe I can get away with it. Then it's just like, nah, this is not gonna happen. So I turned on the stupid, like, blur they used to hide the shitty frame rate, and then just, you know, just accepted it.
Yeah.
Just ease my way in.
It's just such a shit thing when it's 2018, you've got companies who optimize things so easily and so well.
Also, this game is not a fucking, you know, edge-pushing fucking, you know,
we're not like massive open world here loading a million.
Like, if I can run, like, Shadow of War and shit at, like, you know, Ultra at 60, I don't expect to be struggling with this. Like, again, it looks like the HD Resident Evil 4.
It's just disgusting when people don't optimize. Like, it's just... Like, if you're gonna charge $100 for a game, like, on release...
Apparently the PS4 version worked well. And so the idea is like, yeah, it's been optimized for the PS4, because it doesn't work very well on the Xbox One either.
That's just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, like, I will tolerate a bit of a fucking around for the PC, because that's just, you know, the nature of the beast. Everyone's got a different one, so sometimes you got to fiddle.
But if it's optimized for one console and doesn't run on the other console well,
yeah, not running on a console is kind of fucking weird. Like, I don't think
because you got one job. You've got to optimize it to hit this thing that has a stable performance. Literally everyone in the world has the same fucking specs.
That's the one.
It's not like fucking my Xbox. I poured milk into it. Now it runs 3 times the speed.
That works too, kids.
Juice.
You can try that at home. You pour milk on your Xbox.
If it works, you owe me money. If it doesn't, I am not to be blamed for this.
Yeah, all repairs are your own problem. But I mean, like, the game's okay. It's just fucking... it's just incoherent. Like, for every bit, like, there's bits that are quite good. Like, there's a bit where you're in, like, this, you know, the town hall, and you're meeting the serial killer, and there's a few moments that are actually, this is legitimately creepy. And they do some fun work with, like, you know, weirdly, what I think, the game that did the best with, like, kind of psychological effects using, like, the tools available in video games, the most recent Batman.
Yeah.
Like, because when you're fucking with the Joker and, like, you rotate the camera and suddenly behind you is a completely different area.
Yeah.
And you're like, I didn't even notice that happening.
Yeah,
or, like,
that was cool.
You know, there's lots of, like, little things they do. And, like, Evil Within sort of does that as well. But just, you know, a lot of it's just so heavily like they're going, here's something weird about to happen. And they do have probably one really good boss thing in the form of this thing called Obscura, which is a bunch of different lady hips sewn together that scuttles about like a spider and moans like a saucy woman and has one of those accordion cameras for a face, and she just scoots around going, and like taking photos of you. Yeah, that's a quality combination of unnerving things. Like anything that's gonna groan at you like a horny woman but then sort of murder you when it gets close. That's an easy fucking win. Like, if you blend sex and violence, it in a lot of ways it upsets people. Also, like, you want to fuck with dudes, like penetration fears is usually really nice and simple. You know, just put some kind of rape monster in there and it'll upset the boys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you go in the tunnel behind it?
I'm gonna go back and heal.
Okay.
That thing hit me with fucking sci-fire.
Nah.
And for some reason the computer AI sci-fi is much better than mine, of course.
Well, duh. Well, it's probably a higher level than you. You weren't on it.
I was trying to get on it for ages, it just wouldn't let me.
Must have been preparing to fire, so it didn't let you.
Damn prepare to fire holes. Fire!
But, like, the game has a villain for, like, the first, like, 3 quarters, and then it goes, oh, we're gonna have a different villain for, like, the last quarter.
Oh.
And then you sort of only see him a little bit. And
So,
then they go, we're gonna have a different villain as the boss.
Oh, Spider-Man 3!
Yeah.
The game!
Yeah.
That sounds like it.
But then, like, the boss is your wife, and she's sort of, she's in a bit of a mood. But, like, like, it's this giant decaying top half with, like, multiple eyes and shit.
Ew.
So it looks kind of good, but it does this thing where, like, bosses in a game about, like, ammo hoarding and survival. Yeah, like, because they're always stuck doing one of two things. Either fuck you completely, or, just load you up before the fucking fight starts.
Yeah.
And so it just always, like, once you start recognizing that pattern, it just really takes away from the whole experience, because you just know. It's like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Oh, well, look, there's just items around. Like, go in that hole first, maybe.
I'm gonna touch this fire.
That's a good idea,
Seems
Aaron.
safe.
Yeah, that's another Aaron tip for you kids at home.
Oh, fuck me!
What?
My health's going up. Fuck, I thought it was going down. It's still ticking.
Psychic
It's still ticking up from the stream. I thought, like, maybe because I was in the volcano, I was gonna take constant damage in here.
Nah, you're fine.
I was really freaking out.
That is not a bad paranoia to have, though.
Cause I don't know, this game just fucks me like that sometimes.
No, it does. It does. There's a healthy.
Stop
degree of
sending Drew
spite.
Carey lit on fire at me. Ah! Remember whose line is it anyway?
Well, he set himself on fire in order to protest not getting the Price is Right, and then they had to give him the Price is Right, and he's been the host of it ever since.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He hosts the Price is Right, and he lost heaps of weight.
Oh, I
and
know
he even
that
had
one, yeah.
eyeball surgery, and then he had to stop wearing the glasses. But then, he realized people associated the glasses with him, so he put on fake glasses.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's fucking
That's a
weird.
saga and a half.
Yeah.
Drew Carey, a Star Wars story.
I watched all of Drew Carey show. That was actually a really good sitcom for its
It
time.
was.
Because they tried a lot of weird shit. They had like 2 episodes that were all improv. They were kind of funny because it's always good to watch like your characters break and laugh a little bit.
These guys suck, dude. They do a lot of damage.
I don't know. Does ice work on them?
I don't know.
Maybe spy on one of them.
I did a bad thing. I kind of wasn't paying attention, and now I'm gonna pay.
Yep. Well, this is what happens. Don't pay attention, Aaron. Did not pay attention, and
Don't
now
kill
burning.
Grandma,
Yeah, now
don't kill-
flaming Drew Carey's.
Fuck. Come on, get to Kramer, Yes, you got it off. Get out of my life.
Okay, when you say
Jet! That was not a good time for me.
damn you, Drew Carey.
I know.
That was very funny. I got it! Shit!
I forgot he put up the shield. Ah, shit. They're all dead.
Well, you gotta just fucking heal him. I don't think that'll do it.
I was hoping it might.
He's got no PP.
Yippee! I've got life noodles.
What'll that do?
Doesn't it bring people back to life?
Well, yeah, but you only got one. Like,
Well, I'll give it to Kramer, and then have Kramer bring others back to life.
does the fucking fountain give you your PP back as well?
Maybe.
Because you're gonna fucking... I'd look for the... Is there a fucking... There's a little tiny guy. Like, yeah, it's the $400 fucking place.
That's a bit away.
Huh?
Considering I'm gonna have to fight cunts to get there.
Oh. Life presents us with challenges, Aaron.
Alright, Kramer, eat these noodles. How does it go to eat noodles? Very loudly.
Yeah, that's a good fucking point. That's some Slimer shit. That's what that is. No.
Alright.
Old Slimer. He's not what we'd call fat today, he's just fabulous.
Fabulous!
I find that strange. Like, I find it odd when, like, people can be made happy by blatant fucking euphemism. You know, like, I'd find that really insulting. Like, if someone called you not classically handsome, you're like, okay. I know what that means, because, you know, I'm not a fucking idiot. So it's like, oh, don't worry, we won't call you a fucking vile ham planet. We'll just say you're fabulous. Right, no, that still means, like, because I can make that an insult. Like, as easy as pie. You just look at someone and go, oh, well, aren't you fabulous? Fatbulous.
You can make anything an insult, really.
Yeah, because it's about, like, it's about tone and intent.
Yeah.
You know? I'd call you a Chomposaurus.
Why would you do that to me?
I don't know. I think
you know I got called a Chomposaurus all through high school? I was thinking of it the other day, and I thought of a good name. Like, I'm gonna make a gay delivery service, and I'm gonna call it Uber Meats. It comes to the door. You want some meat? Who ordered some meat?
Schlong. Looks like that. Big, purple, veiny spikes, but, you know, we deal with those.
If your dick is purple and veiny, and you have not gone to a doctor, what's wrong with you? Like the guy told me, oh, my dick's bleeding. Did you go to the hospital? No. Why?
Yeah.
Oh, it stopped.
It stopped.
But it's
where was it bleeding from?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
That's, to me, is a key part of this.
If it's from the tip, if it's not an injury like from a cut or
yeah,
something,
like if you paper cut your fucking penis trying to fuck your origami anime girlfriend, yeah, alright, who hasn't had that happen, really? I mean, that's just, you know, that's perfectly natural.
Paper cut in the tip. Ugh.
Yeah, but like, you know, if blood's just coming out of your dick, that's, you know, that's a go to the doctor situation. Like, for God's sake, don't be a mong, go to the fucking doctor. Like, I had to learn that the hard way, you know? My knees didn't bend for a while, and then I had to go to the doctor, and that was because I was an idiot. That's why I went to the doctor with my fucking hip.
Yeah, you can't just let it go, because if you let it go, you do heal over time, but then you get
heal wrong.
Like, yeah, you get calcium buildups, and it heals the wrong way.
You heal fucking wrong. Which is such a weird sentence, you know? You heal incorrectly! And then you grow bits that aren't supposed to be there, and they grind against bits.
The body's like, I've got to fix this. It's in position. Okay, I'm going to heal. Wait, something's missing there. We better put
healing.
Yeah. We better put something there that's not meant to be there. Now it's right. That's right. Okay. And like, meanwhile, my shoulder's at a 90-degree angle the wrong way. Fucking
awful.
I got a fractured arm riding my skateboard when I was younger. And you know the saddest part of this was I was on the board pushing myself.
What, like sitting on it?
Yeah.
That's as much as I ever did on a skateboard. Like, we just play like
really fast. And my arm got caught under it. And
that is fucking hilarious.
And so I've got thrown directly up in the air.
Yeah, that is comedy injury.
It was one of those, you know, those really big old skateboards, like the thick ones that had the big plastic bits on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was heavy.
Because, like, that was kind of the situation in Goodwood. Lots of people had skateboards, but nobody actually fucking skated. Like, we just sit on them and go down hills and shit. And, like, the absolute fucking most white-knuckle terrifying thing to go down a fucking hill on is one of those tiny little slivers of soap known as the banana boards.
Oh, yeah.
And they are literally like a fucking sliver. And they're barely enough to contain even like a 10-year-old ass. And let alone, like, you know, your knuckles are almost touching the ground as it is, so good luck turning, Aaron. You just, whatever you're fucking going for is you're going for it.
You can look, you got a choice. You can either turn or have no skin on your knuckles.
Yeah.
That's your choice. I choose skin every time.
Oh, yeah, dude, no, knuckling absolutely fucking blows. Like, I've, like, felt it brush, and that was enough to, like, that was enough for me to endure the mocks and teasings of the other boys. And then just to stand back and watch as someone careened into a fucking drain. And
that's always a good time.
yeah, I think they fucked their balls up, actually.
Oh, that's even better!
Because they kind of got, like, dragged under.
Oh, no. That's just, probably all grew all wrong and stretchy.
Yeah. Well, that's an actual condition. Amongst other things, is a disease it does do called Fragile X, which is the most common. It's a little bit like, it's not like, you know, in a lot of ways not like Down syndrome, but if you ever see a big retarded guy who doesn't have Downs, it's usually Fragile X. But they get like...
What is it called?
Fragile X. Because it's like, yeah, they got a fucky, like the X chromosome. So,
Right.
like, you know, a lot of these things are chromosomal, like, fuck-ups. But like, one of the fucking parts of this disease is they have really long testicles. Yeah.
I hope Down syndrome has a hidden feature that we don't know about like that.
Like if you poke them 3 times, maps opens up.
This has been a public service announcement from KeepetClassy. Go poke your local Downs today.
Huh.
KeepetClassy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know.